morning, all. Welcome to Cyber Net Security. Today, we'll be talking about how we can install, download and install VirtualBox, and how we can install Ubuntu desktop on the VirtualBox. So we get started. So first and foremost, before we start installing VirtualBox, before we start installing VirtualBox, I would love to show us the official website for downloading VirtualBox. So VirtualBox is virtualbox.org. That's the official website for downloading VirtualBox. So when you get to virtualbox.org, okay, VirtualBox is kind of an free and open source virtualization platform. We have many other virtualization platforms like VMware, we have KVM, we have Hyper-V, and many of them out there. And this virtualization platform help us create multiple VMs and multiple machines that run different operating system on our host machine. So for example, if you are running on Windows host and you intend using Linux or using Mac OS or Solaris OS on your machine, so you have the option of installing a virtualization platform which will enable you run different VMs or different machines on top of your existing host machine. So now we're on the website. We will go to downloads. Here downloads, here we have the option to choose from the the platform that we want to download VirtualBox on top. Like currently I'm running on Windows 11, and for my own case I will be using Windows host. So it depends on you. If you are running on a Linux distribution like Ubuntu or Kali Linux, you can actually download the VirtualBox for that particular OS that you are running. If you have Mac OS, you download for this, and this equally, or Solaris, if you are running on Solaris host, you can equally download from this. So for my own case, I'll be downloading using the Windows host. So I already have VirtualBox downloaded on my machine, so I will not be downloading this time around. So for you that don't have VirtualBox downloaded, you can just click on that button and download process will continue. So now I will have to cancel this download because, like I said earlier, I already have VirtualBox downloaded on my machine, so I won't be downloading VirtualBox any longer. So all I have to do is, but after downloading VirtualBox, you should find VirtualBox executable file from your download from your file explorer, download directory. From file explorer downloads, your downloads, that is where you will find your VirtualBox executable file. Or for my own case, I already have downloaded VirtualBox, so I'll not be downloading it again. So I will have to go to where I saved my VirtualBox initially. As you can see here, I have VirtualBox executable here. So all I have to do is just double click on it and start running the installation. So here I click on yes. So this is the wizard, the installation wizard. So we just have to follow the wizard, the stages of the installation. So let me click on next. So here now is kind of showing us where the VirtualBox will be saved on my machine. So as you can see here, the default directory is on the Oracle VirtualBox. It's kind of creating a directory for us inside the program files. So but we will not be making any changes here. But if you can equally change the directory if you want. But for my own case, I will not be making any changes, so I will have to leave it as the default directory, and I'll click on next. So here now it's kind of giving us a warning for network interfaces, because during the process of installation, our network might be interrupted. So we don't care, we don't mind. So we click on yes. So here during process of installing VirtualBox, there are other packages that will be installed as well. So we are giving, if we click on yes here now, you are giving it the privilege, the right to download every other packages. Like I say, Python, there are other core Python files that it will need to download as well. So let's click on yes. So now is we leave everything here as default and click on next. So here we are ready to install VirtualBox. So we can install. So let's give it some time and to complete the installation. So, but this will kind of take a little time. So I will have to pause this video and I'll continue as soon as this installation is complete. Okay, yes, the installation has been completed. So we have to click on finish. But little note, we should leave this guy to be enabled, so we want the application to start up automatically. So we leave this checkbox to be checked. So let's click on finish. So let's give it some time to bring out the VirtualBox. Yes, now we are running on VirtualBox. So as if you can notice something here, I already have two VMs installed on my machine. So previously I am running on an older version of VirtualBox. So in the older version of the VirtualBox I'm running, I already created a VM. So um, after I installed this newer version, what happened is it called up my old VMs, and I can actually use my old VMs in this my new version of VirtualBox. So if you haven't installed any VM before previously on your machine, so don't expect to see these two VMs here are not supposed to be there. So this place is supposed to be vacant. So but for the case of this video, we are about to install Ubuntu machine. So I will delete this guy because we go through the process together. So yes, now I've deleted that one. That's just the VM. So to create a new VM, here we go to machines, click on new. So here we can give it our name. So let's say Ubuntu machine, and here, like I said earlier, for us to download to run a VM on our, there are things that we need, like we need an image, an ISO image. So this image is just like a file that we install the OS on. We install the OS with. So if you want to run a Windows VM, that means you need a Windows ISO image. So with that image you can install Windows, but for the case of this video we are going to install Ubuntu desktop. So if you don't have this image on your system, what you can do is open up a tab on your browser, on your web browser, and type Ubuntu desktop download. So when you do this, sorry, I think I'm having issue with network. Sorry, I think I'm having issue with network, so I'll have to reconnect back. Sorry, okay. It's a page that I have on my environment, so I have to connect back and refresh this page. So yeah, when you click that, you can see an Ubuntu official website. So we click on this download Ubuntu desktop. So here now I already have Ubuntu downloaded on my machine, so I won't be downloading it again. So but for your own case, you can click on this button to start downloads. It's around 6 gigabytes, like you can see here, 6 gigabytes. So make sure you have 6 gigabytes of space on your machine to be able to download this ISO image. So but for my own case, like I said, I will be downloading it again because I already have this image downloaded on my machine already. So let's get started. So after the downloading this image, and you should be able to find that download file in your download directory. But in my own case, I have saved somewhere, so I don't have it on my download directory. So I will have to go to this directory. I have it on my OneDrive directory. I have to go here and go to Ubuntu. I have it here. This is what we'll be working with. Ubuntu desktop image, as you can see here, is a disk image file. So this is what we'll be working with. So let me go back to my VirtualBox. From here now we can click on this arrow down here and click on order to take us to our file. To take us to our file explorer. So from here I can now choose the image I want to run this installation with. So I'm choosing the desktop, Ubuntu 2004 desktop image. So click on open. So here now, as you can see here, it's automatically populated the type of the kernel that this OS is running on top, which is Linux kernel, and the version that we are going to be installing based on the version of my system on my host machine. So that's why it's choosing 64-bit operating system. So for us to continue, we will have to skip this unattended installation. So we'll be going through the part of unattended installation. So let's click on check on this. Remember to check this, and after that you click on next. So here now we are given the privilege to set up the memory size that we want to install this VM with. Another tips is you cannot give a RAM size that is bigger than what you already have on your host machine. So if you have like my own machine now, I have 8 GB of RAM, so that's why you're seeing here that's the max I can give. But it's always advisable to actually select to give a RAM space that is around this region of this green part. It is always advisable to allocate the RAM memory size that is within this green region. The red region is kind of critical and is not advisable, so it might cause your system to crash. So always give it a RAM size that is within this range. So but for this video we'll be leaving it as default, which is 2 GB 2048 megabytes. So the processor we are going to give it is one CPU. So let's click on next. So here now we are going to create a virtual hard disk for this VM. So by default we have 25 gig selected, but um before you continue this installation, remember to go through this website. It shows us the system requirements to install Ubuntu desktop. So this is the system requirement. So we need to have at least 4 GB system memory. I need to have 25 GB free of hard disks. So that's the requirement. So make sure to keep up to this. So if you come to it said 4 GB system memory, so here now, and I'm giving it I want to give it, okay, sorry, it shows 25 GB of free hard drive space. So but for my own case I want to give it 50 GB of a virtual hard disk. So that's just this. So but you have other options here. You can use an existing if you already have a virtual hard disk created on your machine, so you can use that existing hard drive. You can equally create this VM without selecting a hard disk now. Maybe later on you can create a virtual hard disk and select that for the installation. So but for the purpose of this video, we'll be creating our own virtual hard disk for this particular Ubuntu installation. So click on that and click on next. So here now we are done. It's kind of showing us the summary of the infrastructure that we have to choose, and it's kind of giving us a summary of it also. You can go through this and confirm if it's truly what you selected that you are seeing here. So let's click on finish. So sorry, you can go back. Sometimes it does this. So finish. Yeah, we have completed the setup. So what we are gonna do now is to continue the installation. So to start this installation, make sure you select this VM and click on start. So let's give it some time. This installation will start in the shortest time. So yes, we have the installation coming up. So yes, here now we have installed Ubuntu. So we can click on enter to start this installation. So I want to maximize this window so it will kind of clearer for you guys. So let me click on maximize. So if I click on maximize, you can see it's not still full screen. So I can go to view and choose uh, full screen. So here I'll click on switch. So as you can see, it's completed, kind of extended to to utilize the full of my screen. So you can actually do that as the same. So here we give it some time to start installation. Let's give it some time. It's kind of loading up. So it's coming up, still loading. Okay, yes, we are here, so we have to click on install Ubuntu. We have to choose our keyboard layout. So but for the sake of this video, we'll be leaving it as default, which is English US. You can have the option to change this if you want, depending on the keyboard layout that you are using on your own machine. So click on continue. So here now we leave it as normal installation, and we don't want minimal installation, because when you choose minimal installation, there are some packages that will not be downloaded as the installation is going on. So but for the purpose of this video, we're leaving it as normal installation, and here we have to download the updates, and as we are doing installation, so it has to download it. So let's always remember to make sure that we have internet enabled on the machine, so in order to go online and download the updates that it requires. So let's click on continue. So here now we like we did earlier, we created a virtual hard disk. So and that hard disk is empty, so we don't have any file on it. So we will have to erase the hard disk. And although there's nothing on it, but you to try to erase the hard disk in case we selected using an existing hard drive. So be rest assured that every file that is on the hard disk will be formatted before this installation will continue. So let's leave it at this option and click on install now. So and click on continue here. So here we choose the time zone. I am currently in Lagos, Nigeria. That is probably where I'm sitting down to do this video. So depending on your own time zone, you can come here and come click here and select your time zone. If you are in United Kingdom, you are in a United Kingdom time zone, you can decide to use United Kingdom. I can use United Kingdom time. So depending on where you are currently now, where you want your time zone to be. But for my own case, I will leave it at Lagos. So as you can see it here, my time zone is at Lagos. So I will click on continue. So here now we have to give a name to our machine. So what I can call this is cyber net. So on the computer name I can call it cybernet security. So automatically it picked up the name I give to it as my username. So remember the password, we are gonna give it a password, and don't forget to give it a password that is 6 characters and upwards. Make sure you don't give it any password that is lower than 8, not 6 characters, sorry, 8 characters upwards. So make sure you give it a password that is up to 8 characters for your password complexity. So here I want it to log in automatically after the installation, so I don't need to enter my password after the installation. So if yes, we have other options here. We have use Active Directory. So if you have an existing Active Directory on the environment on your network, for example on your small home office, home office, you have an Active Directory running on your home office, you can actually use check this option here. It will actually take you to a position where you have to enter your domain and every other information that it is required. So but for the sake of this video, we will not be installing that, so we have to uncheck this. And so we are not going to be using this option, so we have to uncheck that and click on continue. So yes, installation is processing now, is progressing now. So we have to give it some time. This is gonna take a little time, based on it's kind of gonna download. It's going to download, go through and go to the net and download every update, every feature that we need to install this Ubuntu with. So I'm gonna be pausing this video. We continue immediately. This stage has been completed. Okay. Okay, the installation has been completed. So what we have to do now is to restart the machine. So let me click on restart now. So the Ubuntu desktop is starting. So we have to click on enter to remove the installation media, which is SO media we added earlier. So I click on enter. So it's coming up. Okay, it's up. So we have the opportunity to connect different accounts. We have opportunity to connect our Ubuntu single sign-on and Google and Microsoft accounts. So, but for the follow user, will not be doing that. We'll skip that step. So here now we can configure, we can set up the live patch. So we have to skip this option as well. So here now we want our system to send this information to Canonical, which is a body managing Ubuntu. So, but we don't. So we click on no, don't send system information. So we click on next. So here now we have the option to either enable our location to be shared, so but we want to be anonymous, so we leave it location services as off. So we click on next. So here now we have opportunity to install certain applications that we want to be installed on our Ubuntu, but we will not be installing any application. As you can see here, we have the VLC, we have the Visual Studio Code, we have the Spotify, we have the Discord application. These are different applications, and so many of them that we can install and I'll run them on our Ubuntu desktop, but we'll not be installing any of them this time around. So we have to skip this stage, and we are done. So here now there's a pop-up we have here. Any version of Ubuntu is available. Do you like to upgrade? You can decide to upgrade if you want, but will not be upgrading. So I say don't upgrade. So okay. So here now we can update our packages, Ubuntu packages, software packages. So, but packages are applications that are pre-installed or that we even install on our Ubuntu machine. So, but will not be going through the route this time around. I might have to make a video that covers that promptly in the future. So that's it. Let's click on remind me later. So here now we have many other apps. You can see here we have pre-installed applications that are already installed on our Ubuntu machine. So that is it. That is Ubuntu for you. So thank you guys. Thank you for. I hope this video was something that you enjoyed watching. More interesting videos will be published in the future, and just do not forget to like and subscribe this channel. We will be putting videos that has to do with IT, networking, and cybersecurity. Thank you guys, and do have a lovely day.